back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. Our halftime festivities behind us as we're just about set for the opening kick of the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. 1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers. At their own 25-yard line. Trubisky will throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. For left side, caught by the tight end flyer move. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing here, Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Ravens are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a lot. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he lost the football. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from... And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Ravens are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure.
Now Trubisky lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Steps away to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. Nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trubisky now to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think he said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
164 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. But they run the option here on 1st and 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
From the 27, Trubisky forced out to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 32 yards. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Trubisky's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Trubisky. And this is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
The Ravens ready to take over. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. They go play action now. Jackson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter. On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring positions. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Now Trubisky on first down. Being chased out left. Now Trubisky lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what the hell can be done all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 33 yards. And the Ravens add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This is taken at about the 14. Well, that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Folks, 249 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jackson going to run. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And it's all over. Just one is left standing.